You see, I always like to tell about join Discord because we have a whole community there and you have your all like-minded people. But the thing I was trying to share is like, why do I always say to you that join Discord, join Discord? That's because you see this conversation, this guy is trying to create this animation which was shown in some Iman Gadzhi video, and he wants an explanation on that. And I saw that, and well, guess what? It's not just about me. All these guys are very collaborative, and these are really supportive. So you can just come and join Discord right now. Link is provided in the description below. Click on that, and you'll be headed up to here. Yes, accept the invite and just come and chat with all these awesome guys. Okay, so you'll have your knowledge multiplied by 1,000, which will be like, so whatever, let's focus on this one. Let's see what the video is about. First of all, this is a video of this channel, like YOAR7, whatever it is. So this is also inspiration for it. And I think, okay, so it was this much only. Well, obviously we can do this in 2D also, but we're using 3D just for our easy purposes. Okay, so this is our, so there are some master frames in a shot. So this is our master frame, okay, which covers 80% of the part. So I'll try to recreate this one and then we'll focus on the other ones. Let me just focus on this one, like the blue one right now, and we'll see all the stuff later. So let's create these two right now. How do you do that? Well, if you have your toolbar checked, then you can take this toolbar, take the background and put over here. Let me just focus on this single viewer, and in this background, let's make it white or maybe blue, whatever it was. It was, I think, sort of indigo-ish, yeah, something like that. And change its type to gradient. In this, let's make it again this blue, and let's change it position to something like this. Anyways, we'll be adding a rectangular node, so it doesn't matter at all. And by the way, check this checker and delay so that you know that the image is transparent. And because my show view controls is checked on, so I can manipulate it in the viewer itself. So maybe something like this we can do, and increase the corner radius too, so 0.125, and I think this much is fine. It is doing great. Let me just take this and bring it over here, so something like this maybe. Yep, looking amazing. After this, you can add more elements on it and type text and all that stuff. You know how to do that. I will not focus on that. So after this, we can type duplicate, or maybe let's add an image plane 3D. Now take the output of this, put it into the input of image plane 3D. Let's view this, and we are in a 3D view. How do we like manipulate it? Is by middle mouse button, you will pan around, hold alt and middle mouse, you will be pivoting around it, an object. And for example, if you are lost, then click on this and hit F in the viewer, and boom, you'll again be back. Then again alt and middle mouse, and you can pivot around. How do you do zoom in, zoom out? Control and middle mouse, scroll wheel. It's pretty simple. So what we can do is, let me just, for example, type anything over here. After this background, let me just add this text. It will automatically add this merge, which is really nice. So what was written there? Typical book, I think. Typical book, that's what I think. Typical self-improvement book. All right, so this Iman Gadzhi tells about self-improvement, I think. Typical improvement, something like this. Right click over here, correct with styling. Why did I did that? Well, that was because, let me just take all of this. Okay, so I'm selecting all of these, and now I can just reset the size of it, so something like this, maybe 0.03, I think. Yeah, looking super cool. And this book is also big, so something like this, so 0.1, I think, 0.105, maybe 0.11. So yeah, and also reduce the line spacing. So okay, so it doesn't have line spacing at all, but maybe select all and reduce the line spacing. Maybe this one, and reduce the line spacing over here like this. And I think it is looking great. Now in text itself, I can increase the size, but I have to select all. Okay, so it will not work. Well, that is fine. For that, you can select all, go to modifiers again, and increase the size of all together, I think. No, still it's not working. Well, no issue, it is fine. And after this background, add another background. Merge will be added automatically. In this background, add a rectangular mask, something like this. View image plane this time, or maybe let's focus on this only. In this background, change the color to this blue and make it more lighter, something like this. Maybe alpha this out a little bit if you want to, and change its position to something like this. And again, uncheck solid, increase border width, type 0.12. Nope, we don't want anything over here. 0.125, reduce the angle to 0. And I think we're pretty much done, but let's make it black and it okay. And let me just reduce the alpha. No, it will not work this way. So we have to make it white and maybe reduce its opacity, something like this. Yeah, this will work totally fine. And now you can put the alpha to 0 if you want. So something like this, 100, I think 99, 100, whatever. So yeah, something like this, and it's looking great. Well, it's displacing also. You can do all that stuff by typing displace after this, attaching it to a fast noise. It's really simple thing, and I have explained these in my other videos also. So if you haven't watched them, you please should go and check those out. Okay, and you can increase the scale if you want, detail also. Maybe that's not too much. Yeah, now it is too much. Reduce the contrast a little bit and increase the seed rate to 0.1. Maybe discontinuous if you want to, or maybe not. It totally depends on you. Maybe you can, detail something like this. And now you can see it's working. Maybe 0.5 is the way to go, or 0.25. Again, it totally depends on your preferences. I'm not telling you about that, but okay, so these are also affected with it. So what I can do is I can Control C, Control Shift V, copy that and hold Shift, put it over here, take this, put it over here, and let's see. I think this should also be displacing with that. Yeah, it is actually. What we can do is, yeah, one more thing. And the displace itself, we can change it to XY, X refraction, X offset to 0, Y refraction, Y offset to 0. Okay, maybe not that. That is too much, I think. 0 is fine, and refraction to 1 is also super fine. Or maybe not that much. Let me just do is equals to and attach it to Y refraction. Let me just reduce it a bit. So something like this will be fine, I think. Okay, so text is also like that. Well, this is something crazy, some crazy stuff going on. So again, what we can do is Control C, Control Shift V. This time put it over here, and you have this, attach it to this. Well, I think it should work now probably fine. Yeah, it is, but it's too much, I think. Well, what you can do is you can come here in this instance, right click, choose D instance, and you can manipulate as much as you want it to be, maybe 0. Well, it should not work now, but it is working. I don't know why, whatever. So it's something like this. Okay, and we have this cover. Now what I can do is should press spacebar, type wire, so that I have this wireless link, and I don't want text this time, so I'll take this merge to and put it over here, and let me see this wireless link. Well, I have this looking really great. And after this image plane, let me add another, so it is something like this. And in this image plane, I'll just simply connect this wireless link, simply like that. And now we have two image planes. First is this one with the text itself, and the second one is without the text, but right now you can see any of that. Well, first of all, let me say it from the beginning again. So it's like that. So let me add a camera after that, so cam 3D. Okay, something like this. And also after this, let's add a renderer 3D. Let's view the renderer and the merge in this one. Let me increase it, reduce, remove the spline, this one, or reduce. I don't know what I'm saying right now, but you try to understand. Okay, so after this, let's change the position of camera, so something like this should work. And in this image plane 3D, let me go to transform and change its Z value, so something like this should work, I think. So we can put it somewhere around here, maybe minus 0.1. I think this is looking great, good starting point, I think so. And in camera 3D, I can use target. In the 0 frame, let's add a keyframe to all of this. And yeah, I don't think we need any sort of rotation, but yeah, we'll see that later. So till now it's totally cool. And if I play and on, let me see that again. So okay, it zooms out and then it turns. So yeah, again pretty simple, not that much of an issue. And one more thing, we can increase its width to not too much, but something like this. And same with this one, increase the width again, not too much, but I'll hit Control S again and again so that it should be saved, because Control is power hungry. And this text again, what I'll do is I'll make it more gray. So let me just go to shading panel and reduce the alpha to 0, and now I can reduce its value to something like 199 or 200. It's looking better now. Alright, super cool. How much time are we into it? Okay, it's already 10 minutes. So let me just wrap it up really quickly. And after this renderer, what I can do is, now it's all camera animation stuff. So from here to 25th, it's just going back. So maybe 2.5, maybe 2.25. Yeah, 2 was a lot. And after that, or in the meanwhile, from 20th, let me add X and Y too. And from 20th to maybe 40 or 45th frame, we can change its Y position. Okay, so something like this, and not the X one, but this much is fine. And maybe I should not change its Z position, to be honest. I think it's totally fine. Yep. Okay, so something like this. One more thing, we need to transform the image plane itself also. So from here till 25th, I think, yeah, okay, 20th, it should be as it is. Like the Z values should be simple like this, but on 45th, the Z value should be manipulated. So how much, that depends. So maybe somewhere around 0.5, I think. And same here, minus 0.5. Yeah, something like this. Let's select both of these image planes in spline and menu. Check this show only selected tool. Check both of these. Control A to select, fit to, like Control F to fit. Then Control to select both. Shift S and increase its ease in and ease out. So I will do 80, and here also 80. So something like this. Now let's play from the beginning. And also in the camera, let's go to spline, zoom to fit, Control to select all, Shift S, and also F. And let's see what do we have finally. I think that's too much. Instead of 80, let's reduce it to 40, because that was looking too much. I think this will be fine. Let's play from the beginning, and I hope it will be good. I think still it's too much. How much time this took? Okay, so it first rotates, then stays for a moment. So it's like it rotates and then stays. Okay, so select these image planes and select both of these, and let's bring these forward, so something like this, maybe more. Let's bring these on 45th. In camera, I think we need to change its position again. Let's select all, zoom to fit, select all of these. Okay, so it's Z offset, so we need to bring these. So I'll select all, select these all, then with shift bring these little bit here. Let's play. Yeah, actually it went away too much. I don't want that much, so it should be closer. Maybe 2 is fine, and I can reduce its y value, and maybe, so something like, maybe now I can do 2.25 and then put it somewhere around here. Yeah, so something like this, maybe. I think this is fine. Let's see. Wait, Control A, Shift S, F. And now it is too much, so I can come to plane, image plane 3D, select both. And what I can do is I can go to this 70th frame, select this one, bring this a little down, so somewhere around here. Select this one, bring it a little bit above, so something like this. Yeah, so somewhere around here. Well, we are pretty much done with the cover itself. Let's see how is it looking. It's looking super great, to be honest. In the camera, I can select this and bring this ahead, so something like 25th. Let me play this back. I think this is looking much better than that one. I'm not criticizing or giving excuse, but it's going inside the book, which is looking actually really good. Let's see. So from 40th frame, it should start happening. I think it should work now. Let me play this back. Yep, like that. Super crazy. Now comes those wavy pages sort of stuff. So how do we do that? Well, again, those are really simple. I'll take this background from here, then I'll take this rectangle, or instead maybe we can take this one. Okay, let's see, what can we do? We can take this merge first of all, take this background over here, then make it something like this and this. Yeah, I think it should be fine. And after this background, for that waviness, type WAVI, so that waviness will happen. And instead of vertical, choose horizontal. And that's pretty much it for this one. And this background, again, change it to gradient. Put this one, and yeah, also change it to radial, because we'll be adding that grain stuff later. Wait, what? Add another one, make it black. So now it will be something like this. So maybe something like this, Yeah, this will be fine. This will be very much fine. Yep, something like that exactly. And what else? After this merge 3D, add another merge 3D and add another image plane. Grab this waviness output, put it into this image plane, put this image plane to the merge 3D, and let's see what is happening. Well, we are seeing some stuff here for sure. So let me just put this plane in between. And how to do that? In the image plane, we can see it's 0.1 till now, and this is 0. So what's between 0.1 and 0? 0.05. So it's that simple. I'll just change its value to 0.05, and that too with the minus. I can hit enter, and that's pretty much it. After this image plane 3D, we will be adding some duplicates too. First, let's add a transform 3D. Let me just bring this back a little bit more, and also a duplicate 3D. Well, why is that? When it opens, I want these pages to open again and also to move away, and for that we'll be using this transform. It's that simple. So till 40th, the duplicate should be as it is. So Z will be 0, maybe not 0, but something like that. We can bring it down, I think. Yep, we can, like that. Let me see this in the 3D viewer itself. it should not be too much. So let me bring my image plane or the transform a little bit more backwards, because I want to fit all the pages there. So instead of, or maybe not in transform, but in this image plane 3D, instead of this, put a 2 also after this. Well, 0.05, actually 525 I think, or maybe 75. So 0.075, yeah, that is looking great. In this duplicate, we can bring, wait, what? In the duplicate, what we can do is, instead of this, let's type 1, and I think it should be fine. Yeah, it is fine actually. So yeah, this is properly working. And same ways, just copying all of it, but instead of copying, let's copy and paste these two nodes only. And with same image plane, let's put it over here in this merge node, yeah, like that. Or maybe you can add another merge 3D if you want. It totally depends. Okay, so something like that. And here in this duplicate, first of all in this transform, let me bring it above. So, and also I need to see this one, something like 0.025, and I think it should work. Actually, you know what, this will not work. What will work is, we should be changing its value. Okay, so first of all, yeah, so it's like this. So what we can do is, maybe first of all let's choose a number here, maybe 6, and that should work. And in this, let me take my transform and put it somewhere around here. So let's see what is, yeah, okay, so 5.05, yep, that should work properly fine. So we have 8 here. Okay, so maybe 7.5 instead of 5. Well, five worked. Okay, that's cool. I don't have any issue with that. So from here, it should expand. Okay. So in this duplicate, what I can do is maybe, so let me just go to this image planes to see. It was minus 22, minus 0.1 to minus 22. Okay. So this should also increase from, let me not change this one first. Let me change this one. So it should increase to something like this. So 0.006, same over here, 0.006. Well, looking super great. And what next? We can transform it. So from here, let's add a transform, like keyframe on this transform, bring it a little above, ahead. So maybe on 80th frame, so 5, 10, 15 frames would be fine, I think. Or maybe we can do 25th, like 85th. That will not be a big issue. And what we can do is, we can bring this over here where you're able to see, so minus 0.35 or maybe 0.34, so that we are able to see all of that. Or maybe 0.33, not that much, yeah, 0.33 will be fine. And same here, add a keyframe on 65th, on 85th, add a, maybe type 0.33. Yep, exactly like this. Select both, Control A, Shift S, ease in, ease out, so 70. Yep, like that. And also in the duplicate, put a time offset of -2. Same here, put a time offset of -2. Let's play from the beginning now and see what do we have here. So I'll hit play. It's so laggy. I can check out a proxy. Okay, it's looking great. All this comes. See, a problem here. These are not working in collaboration. That is because of the ease in and ease out that we did over here in the image plane. So I changed it to 40. Let me just do that again. So 40 over here, same 40 over here. We need to do the same in these transform too. So I'll select both. Sorry, we need to select this transform. Control A to select both, and we can put a 40 number over here on this one, and also a 40 over here on this one. And now these will work totally fine. Actually, that's what I thought. I don't know. I think it also started on 40th frame. Oh, so actually the problem is the timing of these. Let me just bring it over here on 40th. And I think now it should work. Wait, what? Why is it like this? Okay, so maybe it was of duplicate. Actually, yes, it was because of this duplicate. So let's make this 40 again. And this one also. Yep, exactly like this. And I think now it should work. Yes, working properly. And we have all this. Let's see what was next. Okay, so we did too much. Actually, it was not like this much. So what we can do is we can come to transform, and instead of 3 3, what we can do is we can simply reduce it to maybe 2 2, and this one also 2 2 2. So something like this, and this will be fine. Let's trail on the beginning. Yep, this is looking super great. Maybe I think 2 2 is still a lot. So what we can do is we can type 1 1 instead of 2 2. Let's see how much is that. Well, that is not too much, but it will do the work. Same with this one. Instead of 2 2, type 1 1 exactly like this, and play from here. Oh man, I don't want to type anything. It's so irritating. Yes, looking super great. What was written? 15 pages of gold, 300 pages of fluff, sluff, whatever. All that stuff. So another background like that. And oh sorry, after this render, obviously. And in here, let me add a polygon, like polyline or polygon, whatever. And then another one over here. Or maybe let me just simply add one over here, then one over here, and then one over here. Then shift I, change it to, okay, we can come here and choose insert modify, select all, shift S, and I think this was just fine. Maybe it's too much fluffy sort of, and I don't want it to be this much fluffy. Yep, exactly like this. I can make it smaller, so maybe something like this, and I think this will look fine. In the polygon in inspector, increase the border width. Let me view this merge now for a moment, not that much of course, and we can do this here also. We can do this and bring this one here. In the background, change increase it to like this blue, maybe decrease its brightness something like this, and for a moment I'll just disable checker interlay, and let's add a transform. Take this background and add it with another merge. Let's see. In this transform, simply I'll apply it, sorry, flip it, not apply it. Yeah, and also let me just take it from here, and with holding shift again I could bring it closer to it, and now we can type any text which you want. Okay, so you know how we did the text stuff over here, and for that we like distorted or whatever it is, we have this instant displace and merge. And also I wonder what's the background. So okay, it's nothing. Well, that is pretty much it. After this, all the glow stuff. Okay, as glow, let me just reduce the glow blendness to 1, the glows value to 0.4, soft glows threshold should be 0.6, and maybe we can increase the glow just a tad bit, not a lot. 0.5 should be fine, I think. And yeah, one more thing, in this polygon, change its cap style to first of all this, and it should be starting from here, so I can reduce its length to 0, and then its length should be like this. Shift S for smoothness. Maybe I can take it from here and select this, hold shift, bring it a little back. I don't need to play with polygon, I just need to play with this length, so maybe on 75th. Yep, exactly like this. Again I'll click on it, control A, shift S. Maybe some easing in will help us. Let's see. So yeah, something like this exactly. And the background, it's nothing. And one more thing, after this soft glow, we'll be adding halation. After this halation, we'll be adding film damage. In the film damage, I will make everything 0 0 0, so something like this, and focal vector to 0 maybe. Yep, I can uncheck auto proxy for now. Vignette, I don't want vignette, any sort of vignette. And the dirt, now comes the part of the dirt. So I'll increase the dirt density to 3, reduce the dirt size to half, reduce the dirt blur to something like this would be fine. Play with dirt seed, let's see how it is looking. It is fine. I'll copy this, paste it again, attach it, and this time change the dirt color to white. I don't want scratches. Maybe this one would be fine. One scratch will be fine. You can see we have some stuff because of this halation going on, and also because of the glow. So what I can do is, okay, I'll again check this auto proxy because this is looking really bad now. And the glow, I'll do 0.25. And the soft glow, we can again decrease some gain, maybe 1, and glow size will be 10. Yeah, something like that. Let's see it now again from the beginning. And how can we forget the grain? Of course, we need grain. Grain is amazing. But it's too small, I think, right now. Oh, so we weren't seeing it before. Okay, looking great. Grain strength is really low, I think. So we can increase the grain strength to, because grain is really high in the image, we can see itself. And yep, green aspect ratio, we don't want to mess with that. I think maybe we can increase the green aspect ratio for obvious reasons. It's looking so good. We can reduce the softness to 0. Maybe we can play with the symmetry. Yeah, of course, we get 0.25. And also maybe grain size to 0.66, maybe 0.7, that's it. And grain strength, I think we don't want to increase it further, maybe like 0.75, not higher than that, otherwise it will be really bad. And lastly, add a stop motion. Yup, simple stop motion, nothing else. And after that, a BG, last background, change the inputs, Control T, make this one a little bit grayer. So let me first view it. So maybe something like, yeah, this is fine. And after this, attach this grain after this background also. Wait, I don't want this, I want this grain, that's it, and not here, in here. So yeah, something like this. Attach the stop motion over here again, and now it should look good. Even if it doesn't matter. Maybe if you want, then you can also add a prism blur if you want. Again, it's your choice. Blur strength to 0, aberration strength to 1, we can do that, and with some little aberration distance also. We can play with the vignette size as much as we want. We can come here. Oh wow, see, the grain is all over the place. So of course we won't be using this much grain. Maybe we will be reducing its size. And also the aspect ratio, I think. No, it was looking fine. And also the strength, we can do 0.55, that is fine. Again, it's your call. You can type something here also. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Prism blur after halation will not work that good. And in halation, what you can do is you can increase the threshold just a tad bit, maybe reduce it. So it again totally depends. I'll not reduce it. I'll increase the glow strength just like that, just a little bit, reduce the spread to half. Also doing the same thing over here, increase the strength, and you can reduce the strength, strength to this much. And I think something like this, but it is looking really bad. Is it all because of grain? Yeah, it is indeed. So we can change the aspect ratio and all that stuff. Maybe 1.75 is cool, and grain size is 0.55, and also the strength maybe 0.55 was fine. Yep. So exactly like that. And I think with that we are pretty much done. Okay, so it comes back also. Again, coming back is really simple, like making it come back. How do you do that? Copy the frames and put it on reverse. So let me just show this to you. Zoom to fit. I think these are the only nodes which were used for all sort of animation. So I'll select all of these, and here I don't have this big timeline. So again, copying is pretty simple. Just copy all of these frames which were used to expand it, use these keyframes to collapse it, and again with camera change the position of the book like we did from here to here. And I think with that it should be looking good. Let's see the rendered result.